come over here. Yo, shh, wait. I got a secret. Yeah, I'm talking to you. You ready to go? It's the Joel and Randy show. Wait a minute. You bitches, you hoes. It's the Joel and Randy show.
It's all tea and no shade. Texas made. Tea and shade from Texas. Texas made.
It's the Joel and Randy show.
Hey, girl.
Hey, girl.
Girl, what is going on, girl?
You went all kind of Sealy from Color Purple on
Was
me.
it Sealy from Color Purple?
No, actually, it was Suge Avery. But I like Sealy better.
Mm-hmm. I like the humming that was going on.
Ain't nothing wrong with humming.
There ain't nothing wrong with the little scratching something out of my head. Trying to come up with something new.
Okay, you know what? No, we're going too far now. What are you scratching out of your head?
I'm scratching some of this vacation out of this head. Girl, that vacation was amazing. Girl, that vacation was amazing. I'm sorry that y'all had to go so long without us.
Lord, you must have struggled.
Y'all must have struggled so hard.
Oh my
But if y'all
God.
went back and listened to past episodes, y'all would have been okay for a little bit. But I know y'all are hungry for something new. And we are back. Bitches, we are back. We're back. It's a Thursday. And we are just ready to get it started. We got some new stuff coming up. We're gonna have some guests. Now we have talked about this and talked about this and talked about this. Every time we have tried to have guests on the show, the shit has gone wrong. Every possible thing. Now this is our first time doing this kind of stuff, so everybody wants to be on the show. But as soon as we try to get them on the show,
they don't want to
be on the show.
And I don't
understand that. Y'all were excited about it.
We need a bisexual man. And not for sex. We need him for the content, bitches.
Mm-hmm. We need him for the content of his character. Definitely for the content of his character.
Yeah.
And the size of his penis.
I don't say penis. Joel, if you say penis in my presence one more time. But
I don't know. Saying the size of his dick sounds so crass.
Dick is all dick is skinny with a big knobby head. I can't.
The size of his cock. The size of his quack.
Cock is always better.
You know, when I was in Grand Cayman, there was cock everywhere. There's cock on the streets, cocks on the roof, cocks in stores. There was cocks everywhere. And when I talk about cocks, I'm talking about roosters. Girl, there were roosters all over.
Roosters all over
the streets, girl. And Grand Cayman.
Because they don't like us in the Cayman Islands, you know that.
No, they don't like us in Jamaica.
Oh, no, they don't like us in Jamaica either. They don't like us in the Cayman Islands either. So.
No, they actually do. And let me tell you a cute little story.
They used to.
Let me tell you a cute little story that I was told to by my best friend, David White. Show hate it. It seems, now I'm probably going to get this story wrong, and I'm sorry, David White, if I get this story wrong if you listen to this. But it seems that the Queen had to intervene when it came to certain things that the Cayman said that they were not going to do when it came to gay people. And the Queen from England,
yeah, because back in the day, they
no. If it's going on, if it's happening in London, it's happening on the islands, and that's all there is to it. And if you don't like it, you can revolt. But where you gonna go to?
Where you gonna go?
Where you going? You ain't going nowhere. Bitches,
where you going, Caymaneers?
Where you going, Caymaneers? You ain't going nowhere.
That's my term. I don't know what they call themselves.
I have no idea what they call
Caymanians. That sounds better. What are you going to do about it, Caymanians?
Nothing. You're going to do nothing.
Because you're going to go and fuck yourselves.
Because I am the ruler
Well, not really.
Actually, she is.
I know she is.
I know.
But it's on the down low.
It's on the down low.
But she really does rule the country.
Mm-hmm. But the Caymans tried to say, no.
We got you, Elizabeth. Girl, we got you. We know who is boss, girl.
And the Queen said, yes.
Yes, yes,
exactly.
95th birthday. Happy birthday, bitch.
So
and I hope you understand, Miss Queen Elizabeth.
But I will tell you this.
That I mean bitch in the most endearing way.
But bitch. I will tell you this, when I was walking, and I did notice this after David had told me the story. I didn't notice this until after David had told me this story. But when we were walking around the Grand Caymans, it seemed that everybody had their little necklaces with their little crosses on it.
Oh, there's nothing wrong with that.
And there's nothing wrong with that. Oh, there's not. If you love your church and whatever it is that you love, there is nothing wrong with that.
To buy you a pack of cigarettes.
There is absolutely nothing wrong with that. But you made it quite clear about how you feel with your religion, and I'm like, okay, but you still owned by the Queen, so yeah, that's what you have to do. Now, Jamaica was a different story. Jamaica literally had a sign when you walked into Jamaica that said no public affection of any kind. And there were people that were confused by that. There were heterosexuals that were confused by that. Heterosexuals were confused by a sign that said no, and I have to say that, no overt public affection. They didn't know if they could hold hands. They didn't know if they could kiss somebody on the cheek.
Well, you know what?
They didn't know
no harm. I don't.
Well,
anyway, Lord, I'm stealing Joel's cigarettes because I don't.
And this
smoke,
bitch don't even smoke.
Smoking.
And she's smoking up all my cigarettes, and I'm a broke bitch. And this bitch is smoking up all my cigarettes.
I'm gonna buy this bitch a pack of cigarettes. Anyway, you know what? It's about time that straight people feel the way that we felt our entire lives.
Thank you.
Everywhere we go. So you know what? Good.
And this
but bad because Jamaica will kill a bitch if she's gay. And guess what? You can get killed on the street, and if they confirm, if they say you were trying to do something with them,
you know, the funny thing is that isn't this an island of weed? I mean, I thought weed was live and let go. Suddenly you got all these rules about what you can and cannot do on the. I'm like, good Lord. And I'm literally, people were telling me that when they were, because I refused to get off in Jamaica. That sounds like a double entendre. It does.
It doesn't because I wasn't thinking about it that way.
But I refuse to get off the ship in Jamaica because I'm like, if you don't want me there, I'm not spending my money there.
No.
I'm not going to do it.
No. And you know what? If y'all care, anybody who's straight cares about anybody who's gay, and you know you got one in your family, you know what? Fuck Jamaica. And cut them off. Cut them off. Come back to Jamaica. No, fuck Jamaica.
Exactly.
Seriously.
Because
Jamaica will fuck you. So
and you know what really got me was the fact that a lot of people on the ship were people of color.
Lord, were you riding around with a box of crayons?
Okay, there were a lot of black people on the ship. There were a lot of black people on the ship, and they were excited to get off of Jamaica. And when I would tell black people on the ship, "Oh no, I'm not going to Jamaica," well, why not? I'm not allowed there.
I hate gay people, that's why.
And they went, "What do you mean you're not allowed there?" I'm not allowed there. I'm gay. I am not allowed on the island of Jamaica, and I will not.
Straight people don't believe you when you say that we're not allowed and that we could possibly be murdered on the island of Jamaica. But guess what? We could be, and it's happening every day.
Yeah, exactly. And the thing is that if you as straight people are coming back and telling me of all these signs about public affection and all this stuff, y'all can't even do anything in Jamaica.
Exactly.
So, what makes you think that I'm if me and my best friend got off that ship and I even whispered in his ear, we'd probably be hauled off to jail somewhere and never be seen again.
Yes.
No, I'm not doing that.
No, indeed, I'm not going anywhere near Jamaica.
No, I did not step off the ship in Jamaica. I will not spend my money in Jamaica until Jamaica acknowledges the fact that, one, I don't care how you treat me as a tourist. You treat me any way you want to. But the fact that you are treating your own people that way, the people who live, work, breathe on your island, your fellow Jamaicans.
Imagine being a gay child, because guess what, Jamaica, children are gay because we're born that way. Imagine being a gay child.
Even showing any little bit, even if that child showed any little bit of a tiny little bit of a feminine characteristic.
A twist. Girl, we all had that twist when we were kids. That walk. You know that walk, girl. We had attitude because we knew we were queens. And we were like, hi, how you doing? You know.
No. When you treat your own people that way, like I said, I don't care how you treat me as a tourist, but I do care about how you treat your fellow Jamaicans. And I'm not down with that. So no, I will not put my dollars and cents into a country that does not do that. So Miss David White and I stayed on the ship. We stayed on the ship. We were like, no, we're not doing that.
Well, I'm proud of you for doing that, because I'm not spending any money anywhere that doesn't allow people to be who they are.
Yeah, exactly.
And why would I give you my money?
Look,
so
you don't have to be a perfect. There's no such thing on this planet as a perfect society. There is none.
No.
You're going to deal with discrimination on some level, no matter what society that you're in. No. But at least it's tolerable. You can deal with it.
I don't want to be tolerated. I want to be appreciated, and as a human being, as a person.
But if 99% of the population appreciates you for being a human being, and that little tiny 1% is like, I don't like you because you're black. I don't like you because you're a woman. I don't like you because you're this and that. That's a tiny little 1% that you're not even going to worry about.
So I'm not going.
Yeah.
Just like, you know, there are so many countries that are so horrible to gay people. We can't even count them. And God help all of you. But we're here for you, and we hear you. So
we definitely hear you. We definitely hear you.
Damn, Gina.
But the rest of the cruise was fantastic. I had a great time.
Wow.
I had a great time. I will not be doing any line dancing in the future. There were so many line dancers from the electric slide to the hustle to the cha-cha.
Tell me about a cha-cha slide.
I know, cha-cha slide. I swear to God, if I even hear...
Shout out to the creator of the cha-cha slide, but apparently Joel is not having it.
I'm not having it. I'm not having it. Not when you're walking up and down the ship, and that's all you see. Can't even go by the pool. Can't even have a relaxing day at the pool without women just suddenly just going, oh, cha-cha, getting in the line. And I'm like, God damn it. Yeah. Grabbing my towel and go back, because I'm not... Let me do a little bit of a cha-cha first. But
well, you know,
because I got to get to the door.
You got to get to the door.
I got to get to the door, so I'm like, oh, slide to the left, slide to the right. Where's the door? It's right there. I was out, girl. Where's the bar? I went to the bar and had a good time. Girl, you know,
That's
I drank.
what I always say is, where's the bar? You know,
I
where's
drank
my martini, bitch?
Girl, I drank Grey Goose exclusive. $17 a shot, girl. I had 4 of those suckers.
Bitch.
4 of those suckers. I'm not good at saying faux, but 4 of those.
She's not good at saying faux. I am. She had faux.
And I watched the people at the bar going, oh, I can't believe that you are drinking $17. Bitch, I'm on a cruise.
And
I'm having a good time.
I will drink a motherfucker under the table every time.
I'm having a good time. If you can't go on a vacation and have a good time, if you're worried about every little penny that you were spending, don't go on vacation. Please don't do it. Do not do it. Set yourself up a budget say that now, let me give you a little bit of a little thing that you should know about this.
What?
Buy a drink package before you go on a cruise.
Oh, see, I don't know anything about cruises.
Buy a drink package because you don't have to worry about shit.
How much is a drink package?
I think it usually depends on the cruise. I think, and I'm gonna have to give a shout out to David White.
All right, I'll do the song with you.
David
White, even though he hates me.
Who bought all the stuff beforehand. Bought the package. Said, Joel, bitch, I got you.
Girl, I'm Scotch Irish.
Run free. Run free.
You about to lose some money behind me on a free liquor package. Okay.
I guarantee you, Miss White said that we spent the least amount of money on this cruise that we have done than any other cruise. And I have to tell you this, I honestly didn't drink as much as I thought I would drink on this cruise. I spent more time eating and walking around and meeting people and having a good time. I did not want to get drunk on the ship. You don't want to get drunk on the ship.
Girl, you fall overboard.
You fall overboard. People have fallen overboard.
Yes, indeed.
You don't want to get drunk?
That woman in Australia, I think it was Australia, fell off the ship, and she was lucky to get found. Shout out to Australia, we love you.
I have heard the stories of people who got super drunk.
Yes,
leaning over the rail.
Stay away from the railing.
Leaning over the rail in the puke.
Just stay away from the railing.
We have to take better care of our oceans. Stop throwing stuff over the side of a boat. And don't puke. Nobody wants. No animal.
Girl, the fish eat puke. No, they're happy to have it. Girl, it's exotic flavor. It's like caviar to the fish.
Is it really? Can you imagine fish underwater?
Girl.
Oh, I was hoping it'd be gay fish. Girl, look at that. Somebody done puked over. Oh,
gay
girl.
fish. That would be a lesbian.
Well, the lesbian will be the distributor. She would be the distributor, and then the gay fish would
fish is the lesbian.
Would just run the restaurant. If you want to get your best fish, you buy it from a lesbian.
You know, who knows more about fish than a lesbian? Lord, are we dissing we're throwing shade at lesbians.
We are not throwing shade at lesbians.
That's very dangerous.
We love our lesbian sisters.
Because you know those bitches will fuck you up.
We love our lesbian sisters.
I love my lesbian sisters.
We need our lesbian sisters, girl.
Of course we do. Somebody's got to fight.
Yeah, we need our lesbian sisters as much as possible. Because, bitch, we can't do it on our own. We need
somebody's got to get in there and throw punches, and we count on the lesbians.
We do count on the lesbians for that. We do. We love our sisters. So to say that we are not dissing you in any way,
no,
and we're not saying that out of fear because we don't need to.
Oh, I'm saying that out of fear.
No, we don't need to fear. No, we don't need to fear our sisters. Our sisters love us. Our sisters love us.
Because I worry that I say too much, and some lesbians gonna be outside ready to whoop my ass.
Our sisters love us.
I took a week of Taekwondo though, so I could pretty much not protect myself. I have a white belt.
How many cocktails did you have while Taekwondo? Did they have a bar at the Taekwondo?
Girl, I was 11, so I drank a martini before every lesson.
Girl, you were drinking martinis at 11?
Girl, you know
I was having martinis at 5.
You know I was having California coolers back in the day.
Late.
California coolers.
Girl, you're so late. It was all about Capri Sun. I made my martinis with Capri Sun. The California Burst. That's so delicious. California Burst. It's like blueberries and raspberries and all kinds of stuff.
I'm not trying to get diabetes, honey. I'm already. I'm close. I'm on what they call the. What did that doctor say? Oh, anyway, I don't want to talk about that.
Girl,
let's talk about funerals. What? Why so quiet?
You went from vacations to funerals. How did you go from vacations to funerals?
Because people die. And while you were out of town on your little cruise, I guess you should be happy. You should be happy.
First of all, Miss Aretha Franklin died the day after our last show.
I know that. And
that was
apparently, according to my sister, you killed her. So anyway,
she said that
actually,
to you.
she said we both killed her.
Yeah.
And I didn't kill Aretha Franklin. I love Aretha Franklin.
She had a very horrible, harsh form of pancreatic cancer. That was so.
Girl. But you know what? She trudged through like a champion for 9 years, I believe they said. And then Ariana Grande shows up at her funeral in a tiny little skirt and sings the hell out of Natural Woman. But
she sung the hell out of it.
She did.
And she was being a natural woman in that tiny little skirt.
She's a tiny little thing.
What is she, like 5'3"?
Lord, I don't know. I guess. She's
her ponytail is at least 6 foot.
Her ponytail.
That bitch is wearing a ponytail.
Her ponytail used to belong to a horse, and now she's got it. So, no, that ain't her.
Are you sure?
That is not her.
That is a fantastic weave. That is the best weave I've ever seen.
It's called an extension.
Oh, I'm sorry, an extension. I'm sorry, it's an extension.
She is not Cher back in the day. This bitch. Anyway, she's a brilliant performer. She really is.
She really is.
And she offended Smokey Robinson, who said he didn't appreciate her skirt because it was inappropriate. And frankly, I think it was inappropriate too.
Frankly, we live in a generation where everything seems to be inappropriate, so
I'm not that sensitive.
So I don't see why we're being that sensitive.
Oh, well, I'm not. I'm saying Smokey Robinson wasn't. Lord. Shout out to Smokey, but you are 85, bitch.
Yeah, you're 85. You don't know nothing. I'm sorry.
I
did I
didn't
say that?
I would not say that about Smokey Robinson.
But you don't know nothing.
The Tears of a Clown.
Yes, and still don't know nothing. It is what it is. It is what it is. This girl barely knew who Aretha Franklin was yesterday. And then she had to sing at a funeral.
Well, I heard that she was a replacement for somebody else. So she
had to learn Aretha Franklin in about 25.
No, girl, she had sang that song on Jimmy Fallon or Jimmy Kimmel, and she did a wonderful job.
She did a wonderful job, but she's 27 years old. This girl,
27. I didn't know she was that old.
This girl didn't even know who Aretha Franklin was. She had to Google it. She had to Google it
Who said that?
I'm just saying. I know that that's not the truth.
You are a liar.
I know that probably a lot of PR people had to update her on who she was. But I make jokes about that, but I feel like that Ariana Grande is actually smarter than that. I think that she actually does know who the Queen of Soul is. She always has known.
So.
I feel like that her musical, the way that she sings and everything else comes from that kind of background.
Well, she has a very soulful voice.
Yes.
And soulful voices come naturally. Thank you very much. Nobody's stealing anybody's shtick, if you will.
But people make fun of this, and I get why they would do so. She's so young, and people, and especially people who are older, are like, yes, how does that old bitch, not old, I'm sorry.
Oh no, I thought you were talking about Aretha.
No,
I just
not
had
Aretha.
to take a deep breath. Y'all heard that deep breath, didn't you?
Ariana Grande had to look it up on Google to find out who she was. No, this is a girl who is actually much smarter than that, and knows that as a professional singer, she knows who her influences are. She knows exactly who those influences were. And
talking about professionals, Idris Elba is on my side, honey, and he can have anything he wants from me.
Anything he wants.
Idris, girl.
Idris.
I didn't call you girl.
That's a man right there.
That's all man.
That's all man.
Idris, honey. Idris Elba.
You can be my James Bond anytime you want to.
I know Great Britain's listening, so listen to this. I agree with you, Idris Elba. Idris Elba said, if you're an actor, you can, you should have the opportunity to do your craft.
Yeah, exactly.
Do your craft. Disney is coming out with a new movie, And
I heard
they
about
cast a straight man.
Another
in the
straight
role.
man. Yeah.
Oh, see, you say, you know what? You better be on the right side.
Okay.
Because,
I want to hear this.
okay, when it comes to acting,
Mm-hmm.
the best man wins.
Mm-hmm.
The best man for the role wins.
Now we talk.
I don't care if you're gay
Mm-hmm.
or straight or any. This is acting.
Mhm.
It's not reeling.
Mhm.
It's acting. We don't have to be
Mhm.
gay to play gay.
Mhm.
If that were the case, what would gay people do? You know what?
Mm-hmm.
Open up that can of worms. I dare you.
Mhm.
Every actor has to be gay to play a gay role. That's ridiculous.
No.
That is no.
And
shut you down for a second.
I'm not.
I'm just saying, girl, I'm passionate
Okay.
about, you can tell I'm passionate about this. But I'll let you speak in a second.
Mm-hmm.
So what I'm trying to say is they are actors.
Mm-hmm.
And so actors act.
Mm-hmm.
And that's their job.
Mhm.
And so are you going to tell Meryl Streep she can't play Australian? And
Mhm.
she did. And
Mhm.
she was nominated for an Academy
Mhm.
Award. Or any role. Russian. She's played them all.
Mm-hmm.
Does she have to be Russian?
Mhm.
Australian? I'm not saying that gay people
Mm-hmm.
shouldn't be cast ever.
Mhm.
I'm just saying, do we have to be gay in every role?
Mm-hmm. You know, I love the fact that we are having this conversation
Mhm.
because I think it's a very important conversation
It
to
is.
have. It really is an important conversation. We talked about this earlier with Scarlett Johansson wanting to play a transgendered male in
And
a
I didn't have
film.
a problem with that.
In a film, and the transgender community said, no. We don't get those opportunities. Why should she? However, listen to what I'm saying.
I'm trying to hold back.
I don't even know why we're making this an argument. It really isn't an argument.
I'm waiting to hear what you're saying.
No, because I completely agree with you on certain levels. I really do. I think an actor should play a role because that is what an actor does. I do believe, from something that I heard, that if that is the case, then a transgendered actress should also be able to play any role that she wants to play and have those opportunities to do it. See, that's where the argument is. It's not, no.
No, I'm not saying
Before you shake your head.
I'm
That's
shaking
not-
I'm shaking my head. But
It's
I'm
not
saying
the
that.
argument of whether or not an artist is playing a role of someone who's not them. It's not that. It's more on the lines of making sure that those opportunities are open for all actors, and I say actors, male and female. Those are my only two lines right there. Male and female, maybe a third gender if you want to throw that in there. But we'll talk about that another time. But the thing is that an actor should be able to play any role that they want to play and not receive backlash for playing it. But at the same time, when you look at how Hollywood has been when it comes to playing certain roles, Hollywood has not been that great. We can talk about blackface in Hollywood. We can talk about Asian face in Hollywood. We can talk about all those things that Hollywood has been
that's
really.
ancient history, then.
That's not ancient history.
Oh, it is.
Blackface might be ancient history on a certain level. Asian face hasn't been ancient history.
Nah,
But
girl.
we're going to take a break. And
And you know
we're going
what?
to take a break because Debbie Sue Hickman, who's for some reason has become a part of our show. I don't know. We found her tapes a long time ago.
She's a beauty queen.
Or someone that you knew when you were in your early
She's a
teens
beauty
or something.
queen.
She's
Miss Canned Peaches.
She was Miss Canned Peaches,
1983.
1983.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. When Canned Peaches were that tiny little thing on the bottom of the shelf that nobody ever bought.
I know you're not.
Ain't nobody ever ate canned peaches in their lives. In their lives. But we're going to let you listen to a little bit of Debbie Sue. I think she had something to say to her husband or something about Aretha Franklin's
Who
funeral or
knows?
something.
Who knows?
So we're going to let you hear that, and we'll be back in just a few minutes.
The moment I wake up, before I put on my makeup, I say a little prayer for you. I'm doing my hair now and wondering what to wear now. I say a little prayer for you. Debbie Sue, shut the hell up. I am celebrating Aretha Franklin. She has died and I am terribly upset. Carl, the least you could do is have a little compassion. The woman was the queen of soul. Well, I guess that's true, but I don't know anything about soul singers. You should. I've been listening to soul singers my whole life. You know, my category at Miss Campeches was, after all, my vocal capabilities. Well, I think you pretty much smoked those all away, haven't you? Carl, the things you say. Lord, you think I'd have emphysema or something? I'm fine. You better get that checked out. I only smoked 3 packs of cigarettes a week. That's not bad. It ain't good. That Tom Brokaw got that emphysema, and he died from it, and he hadn't smoked for 25 years. Well, I'll have you to know that Mr. Tom Brokaw did take up smoking again right before he died. That's what I heard on the Inside Edition, my news source. Thank you very much. I don't think that was on News Edition, Inside Edition, or whatever the hell. I think that was on the Inquirer. And the Inquirer, Carl, I wish you would learn grammar. Lord have mercy. The things I put up with around this house. Anyway, I have to say that funeral, Aretha's funeral, was just beautiful. It was just beautiful. Avenel and I watched it together. There wasn't a dry eye in the house, including the dog. I swear, Carl, that dog was watching that show. There were tears in that Pekingese eyes. Those tears were from a stuffed up nose. It's a fucking Pekingese. They can't breathe. Lord, I'd have tears in my eyes too if I was choking all the damn time on my own saliva. I can't believe your insensitivity about Aretha Franklin. She was a wonderful beacon of light in a dark, dark world, Carl. Dark world, especially in the 70s, the struggles that they went through. Who? The people of color? What color? All colors, Carl. People of color are of all colors. Is one of those colors white? Well, of course one of those colors is white. They just don't talk about us as much because we don't have as many problems. Don't you know anything about the world? Shit. Lord, make me another drink. This one's almost empty.
And we're back.
We are back.
I hope you enjoyed that Debbie Sue Hickman, because sometimes that bitch is delusional. Why does she still think it's 1983?
She doesn't think it's 1983.
And that girl is a big girl.
She is a queen, and don't forget it.
Really?
A beauty queen.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Once a beauty queen, always a beauty queen.
Uh-huh. She should have played Miss Canned Spinach, 1975.
I know you were not reading Debbie Sue. All that shade. Is...
Okay, you know what? Virgil, she married a good man with Virgil.
That's Carl.
I don't know what his name is. Carl, Virgil, whatever his name is. Good Lord.
And Carl's hot, too.
Mm-hmm. Mm-mm. I feel like Carl is exactly what Debbie Sue needs. Because Carl
keeps her grounded in his own way.
Because I saw Carl once, and Carl ain't really all that.
Carl used to be all that. So did Debbie Sue.
Mm-hmm. No, I meant in the cock department. He's
Oh.
not really all that.
You never saw cocks.
Yes, I did. Yes, I did. I saw him one time a few years ago in the dressing room with Debbie Sue Hickman standing on stage, still talking about Miss Canned Peaches.
She will always. She can't help herself. Bless her heart. She's stuck. You know, some beauty queens get stuck.
We're back.
We are back.
We are back, and I wanted to end this little discussion.
Oh, we're gonna end it.
Well,
okay, we can end it. But
no, I don't. Well, when I say
we
end,
can agree to disagree. But go ahead. I'm listening.
I think that we do both agree on
in
the
a
fact
manner of speaking.
that any actor should be able to play any role, and I really do believe that any actor, and I use the word
and
actor,
should not be shamed for that role.
but at the same time, when we're dealing with a system in Hollywood that only allows certain people to do that, but leaves everybody off the table to do it, I feel like that's not true acting.
I don't have any
really.
experience with that system myself. I don't.
You know, there were funny memes when Aretha, and I'm once again, the Queen of Soul passed away.
Yes, she did.
And
God rest her soul.
But here's what the Twitterverse did. They made funny memes about the fact that Fox News messed up. We talked about this.
Oh yeah,
Fox News messed up. They had Patti LaBelle in the background for some strange reason.
Yeah,
I don't even know why Fox did that. And Fox, you can't escape that, so let it go. But the thing is that they had all kinds of. They had Scarlett Johansson playing Aretha Franklin, and I laughed for a second. And then I thought, why wouldn't she be able to play Aretha Franklin?
Well, because it's physically impossible because of her facial features and all that. And it's not about color. It's about her facial features, and she's tiny, and Aretha gained and lost a lot of weight in her life, and that would take a lot of damn work.
But at the same time, would she be able to pull it off?
Oh, she probably could.
She probably could.
Jennifer Lawrence could probably do it better, honestly.
She probably could.
Because Jennifer Lawrence
this made
is
me
a better
think,
actress.
And I need to put
I'm sorry, Scarlett. You know what I'm talking about.
I love having this conversation simply because as a gay nerd, as a huge gay nerd, I love my superheroes. I love all this stuff. And lately in the superhero universe on movies, they've cast actors and actresses who were not supposed to be, who were in the comic books, were of one color. But when they put them in the movies, they put them in as another color. And a lot of nerds were, and I'm talking about, I want to say this 100%.
Okay.
Nerd culture has been my saving grace when I was a kid. It was the one part of culture that I found a small group of friends who didn't care that I was black, didn't care that I was gay, didn't care about any of that. They cared about the fact that I loved playing Dungeons and Dragons. They loved the fact that I loved playing video games. They loved the fact that I read comic books all the time. They loved the fact that I loved sci-fi movies. We were a community, and we were a community of misfits who were outside of the normal community. When I was going to high school, I hung out with the chess club. Even though, to be quite honest, chess is the one game that I am horrible at. Horrible. I know the basics of chess, but when it comes to, actually, I am terrible at it. Yes. But I love the camaraderie that we have.
Okay.
And I love that. And today, because of the internet, and by the way, I love the internet. I've been a part of this culture before it was even called the internet. I remember when it was just called message boards. I had my little computer, and we had a little community.
That's not my experience at all.
And we had our little community of people that we talked to back in. I would be on my computer in my room having conversations on message boards all the time before it was called the internet, when it was on DOS. And once again, most of you will not get the reference, and I get that. But when it was...
Shout out to Japan, they'll get the reference.
Mm-hmm.
No harm, no shade.
I don't know why you would say Japan, but still, the fact of the matter is that it was a community of misfits who bonded together against the bigger culture. And now that nerd culture is such a big thing, to see my old school nerds become just angry, sometimes racist and sexist.
What?
These are people that I grew up with. This is what hurts me more than anything.
What racist? What's going on?
When
I don't know anything about what he's talking about.
when we would watch movies, or that character's supposed to be a white blonde woman, and I'm like, so what's the problem? That character's actually really great, and the person playing that character is actually really great.
So,
and it would devolve into the message boards and everything. Oh, well, black people should only play black people, and white people should only play white people, and women should only play men, and men should...
So we're on the same page.
So we're on the same, 100% on the same page, that is not...
You're an actor. Mm-hmm. They're actors. And my thing is... Okay, I wrote down on my little... Because I write down notes, y'all. And I wrote in my notes, what comes up must come down. And that is kind of the thing that's going to happen. If gay people, by the Twitter verse, so to speak, are only allowed to play gay roles, then where do those actors go when it's time for straight casting?
Yeah, exactly.
They're actors. I have a friend who's an actor, and he is gay. You wouldn't know he was gay, but guess what? He's an actor.
Barney Stinson from How I Met Your Mother, a show that I hate more than anything else, is played by a gay actor.
Exactly.
And he plays the most awful straight person on the planet.
He won a fucking Emmy for playing a straight man. So y'all stop with this bullshit, because it doesn't make any fucking sense. Shut up. Seriously, gay people, I love you. I'm gay, but I'm not trying to... hurt anybody's feelings or anything. But these people are actors. And a gay actor who has any brains at all would tell you, y'all are doing more harm than good behind this campaign about gay people only playing gay people playing gay people.
No, I don't want that either.
Movies.
And by the way, I don't want that either. I do not want that either.
I have a male person.
I don't want transgender
host person.
I don't want transgender people only playing transgender people.
Exactly.
I want them to play women
or
men.
If you're a woman, you're a woman.
And if you're a man, you're a man.
You're a man.
And if you're an actor,
stop.
Play those roles.
Exactly.
Play
stop
those roles.
Pigeonholing yourselves in this. And any gay actor who had, like I said, any fucking brains would say, hey guys, shut the fuck up, because I'm an actor. I've honed my craft my entire life as an actor. An actor acts. So let them do so and shut the fuck up. This is ridiculous. It is. It's just ridiculous. So that's my Idris Elba tale.
Well, the thing is to move to that society that we want to move to.
Yeah.
And we want to move to that society. Yeah. And that is a society that's open to whoever can do the job, let them do the job.
Whoever's
male,
best at the job.
Straight, gay, transgender.
Exactly. They're called auditions, and I'm sure that this actor didn't have to audition, but he was the right man for the job in the opinion of the directors and producers of the film, and so let him do it. And you know what? The guy who plays Cameron, for instance, on... y'all forgive me. Allergies. Cameron on Modern Family is a brilliant actor, because he plays gayer than his co-star, who is gay. And he plays it so well. Why are we not respecting the actor's abilities?
Yeah,
so
exactly.
let's go back to where we were in the beginning and think about the fact that these are actors. And where would we be without who would play in Philadelphia other than Tom Hanks? Think of an actor. Nobody could do it.
Who was openly gay at the time? No one.
Nobody.
No one.
And the truth is, the whole theater, I was in a theater years ago when the movie came out, almost 25 years ago. When the movie came out, we were all linked, arm to arm, in the movie theater, weeping. That performance was amazing. Tom Hanks did it, and he's straight. Y'all need to shut up.
So let me throw out this question, because I think it's a very important question, especially for us in the gay community. At what point do we want to be part of mainstream society, and then at what point do we want to still hold on to our culture as gay people? And see, I think that's what we're wrestling with more than anything, because it's when we fought for gay marriage. When we fought for gay marriage, we wanted to be like everyone else. But when it comes to certain things in society, where we go, oh, well, I want that done by a gay person.
But that's
we have to figure out we have to figure out the line, and I don't think that we figured out the line yet.
I don't think we're struggling. I think we are. Obviously, we're struggling.
We're struggling
because,
but we really are struggling.
The truth is, we have all of our rights now. Seriously, all of our rights. I think we need to sit the fuck down and enjoy them for a few minutes. Why are we constantly punching the wall? Seriously, there is no wall right now. Can't we just enjoy being gay right now? Can't we just sit down and relax and enjoy the fact that we have all of our rights and stop balking against the system? The system is on our side right now. Let's take advantage of it. Let's just take a breath and relax. There's nothing wrong with that. We've been fighting. I have not been fighting. And I've said this a million times. I will never claim that I've fought for anything as far as a gay person. I haven't done. I'm sorry. I haven't. And I'm not sorry I haven't. But because we grew up a certain way. And a friend of mine saw on the internet recently that we are the ones at our age who had it easy as gay men. And we did to a certain point. But no, we did not. Okay, how did you struggle? Because I never struggled.
No,
I had fun in high school.
I didn't. I had none of that. I had none of that.
Okay, well, you had none of that.
I had none of that.
And a lot of people out there had none of that. Don't get me wrong. I'm just saying.
Do you know how much?
Enjoy today and stop with all the nonsense. Seriously, is this what we're fighting for now? Actors not being able to act? Scarlett Johansson, if you're listening to me, bitch, you never should have given up that role. You would have done a good job, and you know you would have. Felicity Huffman did a fabulous job in Transamerica. Come on, people. They're actors. So that's all I'm saying.
And I'm saying that for once, and I really would like to say this, as a gay person of color, no, I did not enjoy the same things that you enjoyed. I did not enjoy those things. Those things did not happen for me. I had to work harder. I had to endure much from my own community half the time. From my own community. Well, from my own community, I had to deal with that. And now I'm seeing a generation of gay men of color. I think we should sing that little thing. I think we should. Gay men of color. As a gay man of color, no, I did not enjoy the same things that you.
And his color is pretty fabulous, I have to say.
Yes,
It's like a mocha-y, sort of mocha with a splash more of coffee. It's just fabulous.
I know.
You know, and my color is a little pinky, because I'm a gay man of color too. I'm a little pinky, a little fabulous, but these days, girls, I'm feeling it. I'm old. But anyway.
But I was always left out of the conversation when it came to gay issues and this and that, because I am a gay man of color. And yes, I will say that. I've always been left out of that conversation, but now I'm starting to see that the young people who are gay of color, and when I say gay of color, I don't mean just black, I mean
he said
Hispanic.
color. Girl, we're all colored in our own
Hispanic,
way.
I mean Asian, I mean all the rainbow of colors outside of white are now starting to enjoy a freedom of being themselves and enjoying who they are and wanting now to be a part of the conversation when it comes to right now there are certain things that we can enjoy and we can relax about right now. There are certain things that we can do that right now.
Well,
but
say right now, just
but in our
enjoy.
own community, we still have things that we still have to deal with, and we've talked about
Yes,
this.
but that hasn't anything to do with the fact that gay people are hating on actors who are doing their fucking jobs, and they're actors. Y'all, seriously, if y'all hate me for saying that, then you can tell Joel about it. But I'm telling you, they're acting.
And by the way, you can throw that same hate when I sit here and I say that when it comes to the gay community, I'm not really worried about the outside world, because the outside world is not important to me. The important thing is the gay community to me, and seeing more of an amalgamation of that community. We are the super minority, as Randy said.
What?
We are the super.
We are the super minority as gay
people. We encompass the entire
everybody.
globe. There's not a culture on this planet that does not have gay and lesbians as part of their culture.
Exactly. Well, there can't be, because we're born this way.
Yeah, exactly.
And so, thank you, Joel.
Yes,
for
so
reminding me
we're
of
a
that.
super minority, but at the same time, as part of that super minority, we need to have the conversation in that minority of who we are as gay people. Who we are, and we need to embrace and enjoy the joy of being a super minority.
Yeah, we do.
And
sometimes we have to get up and say something. But this something is kind of ridiculous to me, and I don't mean no harm. Like I said, y'all, I'm gay as hell. I love being gay. But
so do I.
I also have a spirit. I used to, I liked the idea of becoming an actor, and I had that goal at one time, and goals come and go. But, in that spirit, I have to say, y'all stop. You're ruining people's careers. You could ruin a gay man's career behind the fact that he always has to play gay people. He could be a straight person. And why in the hell is sex, your sexuality, coming up in that community anyway as an actor? You don't go to an audition, hand him a headshot and say, I'm a gay actor, here's my headshot. That just, it's bullshit. And I'm tired of it. I want to shut it down. And twat, whatever you want to. But the truth of the matter is, it's a craft. It's honed. People do it for their lives, their livelihood, and they do it because they love it.
Mm-hmm.
And it's not about your sexuality. It's called acting. Period. And that's all I can say. I got nothing else.
Well, then I will say this from my point of view. I want Hollywood to be more open. I want Hollywood to be more open to the idea that, yes, I don't want you to worry about someone's sexuality, someone's gender, someone's this and that. If that person is right for the job, let them be right for the job.
Exactly.
Let them be right for the job. But don't look at them, and this is the problem that Hollywood has had for quite some time. The problem is that fact that if you did not look a certain way, you were not hired for that job.
Oh, that's
now Hollywood is slowly, and it is a very slow process, just like the rest of society. It is a slow process, but it will happen. I want to tell this especially to transgender people, because I want transgender people to drop the word transgender.
I do too.
You're either male or a female.
Yep.
If you were born a male and that is not who you are, and you've done all the necessary work to become a female, you are a woman.
Yep.
That is who you are. You should be able to play, be a part of society in the way that you want to be.
Yeah.
Now, I realize that I've learned some things from the transgender community. There are those who choose to go through the whole thing, and there are those who don't.
But it's nobody's business.
But it's nobody's business.
Downstairs.
If you consider yourself a man or a woman, that is who you are.
Yep.
100%. And I think the transgender label should be
dropped. I totally agree with you.
Should be dropped. I don't think that there should be a T in LGBT, because I want the T to realize something. You're a man or a woman.
Yep.
Whether you were born that way or whether you had to make yourself that way.
Yeah.
You are a man or a woman. Your sexuality after that is up to you.
Right.
Completely up to you.
Yeah, I agree. And I'd said it as much in a previous episode.
Mm-hmm.
You know, if you're a woman, then you're a woman. It's time.
We argued about this with RuPaul's Drag Race.
Yeah, it's time to let go of the T.
Let go of the T.
Girl.
You are either a man or a woman, and that is who you are.
That's who you are.
And you
so,
should be.
There you go.
And you should be able to play any role. If you are an actor,
if you're good at it,
and you're good at it, play any role you want to.
Candace Cain, for instance, in that show, The Magicians, played a fairy queen.
Yeah, exactly.
And nobody said she was trans. She wasn't trans. She's a woman. Girl, Candace Cain is a woman. Shout out to Candace Cain if you're listening, girl.
Yes.
But that's the point, you know.
The point is, be who you are. If you're a man, be a man. If you're a woman, be a woman.
Right.
Whether you're born that way, or whether you had to make some adjustments because certain things didn't work out. And by the way, birth sometimes does not work out.
Who?
Birth. When you're born, sometimes things don't work out.
Well, that's why there's transgender people.
But transgender is not a thing that should be a thing anymore. It should be gone.
Yeah.
It needs to go.
It does need to go.
It really does need to go, because you are not transgender. You are
a woman.
The gender that you are.
Yes.
Man or woman.
Because, girl, you worked hard.
And it's not about what you have down here. It is who you are.
Yeah, right.
So, it is not anymore about being trans. Let that go.
Let it go, y'all.
Let it go. Randy, you end the show? I'm going to end the show. We only have like 1 minute.
I'm going to end the show with, girl, y'all better be careful in North Carolina, honey. Snakes are coming out of toilets. A man in North Carolina has had 6 this year. Literally coming out of his toilet, girl. So shout out to North Carolina, because I know you're listening, Raleigh. Hey, girls in Raleigh. Look out. Because there's a snake coming up your booty if you're not careful, and it's not the snake you want. So, anyway. Well, And let's see. Well, I guess it's time to go. And it has been a pleasure as usual. I want to shout out to Japan, because I didn't mean no harm earlier. I was talking about technology. And I want to shout out to Australia, because everybody there is hot. Even the women, in a weird way. You know, y'all are rugged. You don't need makeup, girl. You're pretty just the way you are. And I don't know. I'm just happy that you all are listening. So, y'all have a good day, good night. Good day in Japan. And so we will see you all later.
We love you. Listen to us on Spreaker, iTunes, and a couple other places. iHeartRadio. I'm sorry. We really had a great conversation.
Oh, we did.
And please listen to us again. And we got to go.
All right.
So, goodbye, all.
Bye.